So I'm going to turn on my calculator, go to y equals, clear it out. We are graphing x to the fourth, so you can do x caret 4, or I'm just going to do x times x times x times x minus 7x squared plus 6x, and then if I just graph it, zoom 6, that gives me a negative 10 to the left, negative 10 to the right. It's okay, right? We could do better. So if I change my window, I look over here, I see this is negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4. Over here, maybe till positive 4. You know that this is unbounded. That was yesterday's lesson. You guys remember that? Which means you can go in that direction, right? But I'm missing this part. So I'm going to get that. Negative 4, positive 4. Remember your scales. Just think about that. You can count by ones. Okay, here I'm going to go pretty deep. Let's just try negative 30. And you y max 10, and then since you have a lot of numbers there, you can count by 5s or 10s. So I'm going to count by 5. Let's see what happens. Okay. I noticed right here there's a bunch of things going on, so maybe I want to change my window. Y max. Maybe I just want like 2. Okay, at least it made it more clear for me. Count with me. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this graph was to the 4th power, and I've noticed that it actually crosses the x-axis at a maximum of 4 times. Now I can go ahead and on my graph, I can get minimum and maximums. Well, if I go from left to right, and I'm going down on my roller coaster, this is a minimum. So let's get that. So I'm just going to scroll over here. Press enter. Some of your calculators are a little bit nicer. You'll have a line. Mine just has an arrow. Now I need to go to the right of what I think the minimum is. Enter. And go back. And I can write down that value, right? I can write down negative 2.056 and y equals negative 24.06. Raise your hand if you got that one. And you can go ahead and calculate the maximum. Same thing. Second trace. Hit maximum. Go up here, enter, go to the right. It can even be extreme. As long as you know somewhere in the middle. Raise your hand if you got a maximum at 0.45 and y equals 1.32. And remember, you can also estimate the zeros as well. Let's go ahead and graph this. If I wanted to get these x-intercepts, remember you can use second calculate. And you can just go and do your zeros. A second option you can do is, remember, solver. You're going to go to math, go all the way down the list, or you can just press up and get there. And you can just type in your function, and you can kind of guess where it is, and it'll actually help you find the x values. Okay. So we just graphed this on the calculator. You recognize that I can't really factor anything. We did take out a greatest common factor, and we can use our calculators to get the rest of the information we need. So for example, if you use in your calculator, see if they still have it up here. No, we don't. I'm going to put in x, no, that's not x, minus 7x squared plus 6x, zoom 6. And get a graph. It looks something like that. Let's get a little bit closer. Negative 4, positive 4, y min, negative 25, y max, and then count by 5s. And remember, there's a couple of ways that you can calculate the amount of zeros. You can use second trace and just do your 0, right? Where's my graph? Left bound, go a little bit past it, right, and then exact. Or I just showed you, you can also use the solver math, going up. Selections like that. Right there. And you press math, and then you go up and then you solve it, right? You just put in a function, and then you're guessing where it is, right? So we used your calculator yesterday. We have the numbers -3. I have 0. I have 1. And I have 2. Oh, 4x intercepts. Oh, the highest degree is the 4th power. We also calculated the values. I got -2, -2, and then -24. So maybe I count by 2s on mine. Or 5s, let's count by 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So there is -2.056, comma, -24.05. And then I have one up here at 0.45. So 0.45, comma, 1.3. And then I have one at 1.6 and -1.7. Again, I'm getting all of that from the calculator. Right, you can estimate the mins and maxes. And you can go ahead and sketch this. So I'm going through -3, going through this point, going through 0, going back through 1, through that point, and then coming back out. And then the past couple of days we've been using some vocabulary words. Class, is this bounded? How is it bounded? So we can say bounded below. Continuous, discontinuous? Because you could put your pen, right, go through the roller coaster, so continuous. We already found the x-intercepts, y-intercepts. You can also go through domain. Start from the left. First thing it touches is the arrow, and last thing it touches is the arrow. So you're taking all the negative numbers to the positive numbers, so negative infinity to positive infinity. How about the range? But where am I starting? The left number or the right number? Remember, the range is talking about the y values. Do you see that? So I'm going to use that number. -24.05 to where? To infinity. We're not going to go through increasing and decreasing. But yesterday we also learned about maxes and minimums, right? So the extremas. How would you guys describe this? Max or a min? Relative or absolute? So that would be an absolute minimum. It's the lowest point of our graph, right? How about this one up here? What kind of maximum? Relative or local one, right? Because we know that the graph can go higher, so there might be another part, a turning point up there. And how about this one down here? What type of minimum? Relative or local. Remember, relative and the word local are the same.